Hello there, and welcome to Innovate Leader Series. This month we'll be talking about building back credibility in your leadership, and we've covered 3 lessons so far, where we talked about the essence of leadership is relationship, and we looked about the next lesson. We looked about some of the 4 characteristics of the most admired leaders in lesson 2. Lesson 3, we started now deep diving into credibility, and we looked about the aspect of what are some of the things that our teams, our people that we lead hope to see in us, and what is the foundation that we need to start building. And we looked at some aspect around trust, integrity, honesty, and just you being truthful, because without credibility relationships rot. So today we want to deep dive further into an aspect of credibility more, and say that credibility check is about trust. And that's the whole essence, that without trust there is no credibility. And I dare say that every time you as a person or you as a leader, you follow someone that you don't trust, what you're doing to yourself is you're eroding your self-esteem. And I want to say it again. Every time you follow somebody that you do not trust, what you're doing to yourself is you're eroding your self-esteem. And you're actually destroying your worth, you're killing your worth. Your worth depreciates because you're following someone that you do not trust. You do not believe in them. Why are you following? Because even that person doesn't believe in you. So that's a very powerful, loaded statement there, that every time you follow someone you do not trust, you're actually eroding your self-esteem as a person. So that means that without credibility, really nothing can be built. Or even if something can be built, that something will not survive, because it is being eroded. When the self-esteem goes down in the people actually just feel empty. And the one thing that us as leaders we need to understand is that credibility is earned daily through our daily actions. Credibility is not a destination. It's not something that you say, now I have credibility. No. It is actually earned through our daily actions as leaders. It doesn't come automatically. You have to work for it. It's the same way that leadership is an aspiration. Credibility is an aspiration that we keep on working on it. And we're talking about if we develop, we focus on actually patching up these elements that we build our credibility every day, then this is what inspires loyalty and commitment in our teams. This is what drives engagement and productivity in our teams. And sometimes you ask, if you look at some of the leaders and you find that their team loves them, and some people would wonder, why? Or even those leaders themselves, you need to, if you have you asked yourself that, why do your team loves you? That is, if they do, why do they love you? Because people don't love someone because of who they are. People love leaders because of the way they make them feel. So if you're a leader who makes your team feel bad, who makes your team feel toxic, if you're a toxic leader, then definitely people will not love you. Your team will not love you. But your team loves you because of how you make them feel, not because of who you are. And sometimes we feel selfish as leaders and we think that our team loves us because of who we are. No, it's basically because of how you make them feel. And that's why I say incredible leaders make people feel that they too can actually make a difference. So as a leader, do you make your team to feel them that they can also make a difference? That you believe in them, that you are visible, that you are there to support them, that you are competent enough to really walk them through navigate them through some of the challenges. And that's what is important in building credibility. And that's what you're talking about. If you want to build and sustain credibility, you as a person, then you must actually do what you say you will do. Do what you say you will do first. Then the second level will be to do what we say we will do, as Apostle and Causa say in their book. do what we say we will do. And this is about the team. When you agree with the team about something, then do it. Show example, model the way. That's the only way that we can be able to earn and sustain credibility. So I want to leave us with just a few things that can help us to jumpstart this engagement, that if we want to be able to raise our credibility level, then there are three things that we must be clear, that we must strive to drive. Number one is to be clear about our message to our teams, to be clear about our values to our teams, to be clear about who we are to our teams. And number two is to be unified around our intentions and the intentions of the team. And number three is to intensely commit to the actions that will ensure that you are sustained as a credible leader. And we'll dig deeper into that in the next episode, when we are looking about now some of the critical elements, 6 dimensions of a credible leader, or 6 dimensions of credibility. So I want to leave you with a few key aspects. Number one is be authentic. Practice self-management every day, consistency, and the choices that you make. Lead with humility and be this courageous leader, because good character builds strong trust in your team. So thank you very much, and see you in the next episode. My name is Coach Gilbert, the CEO of Ascent Leadership Group.